When you connect with somebody really great and you have great chemistry and you're often running into a relationship, if you now lose yourself, I mean, jumping through hoops to try to please your new lover, you're going to lose that lover. And I can promise you that. Welcome to my Broken to Brave podcast. I'm Donna Barnes. I think it's a huge mistake that you meet somebody, you have fabulous chemistry, you're off and running, you're starting a fabulous relationship. If you now start completely losing yourself, and what I mean by that is that you're just changing everything that your new lover likes to do. You're jumping through hoops trying to do. Like, if he or she likes one thing, then now all of a sudden you're trying to do that thing all the time, or they had something going on in their life. Now you want to be part of that, and you're completely abandoning your own life to conform to your new lover's life. That is the quickest way to turn your lover off and lose them, because they connected with you in the first place for you, for who you are. So now if you change who you are, they may or may not still be attracted to you. And look, we all make compromises once we get into a relationship, and hopefully we do bring people into our world and we show them things, and hopefully they like them so that they'll want to do those things with us. I'm not suggesting, that's commonality, right? That you like to do the same things together. What I'm suggesting is if you go overboard with completely adapting to everything that your lover wants and needs and thinks and does, it's too much. First of all, it's also now you're not you anymore. You're kind of a mirror of them. And, unfortunately, just in psychology, right? And just regular human behavior, usually if there's something that you don't like about somebody, it's largely because that's something you do yourself that you don't really like about yourself. And that's not even a conscious thing. Years ago, I had two girlfriends who, in my opinion, were very much alike, and they did not like each other. And it was just funny to me because each one of them would complain about the other one. And I would think to myself, you're exactly the same way, right? And that's exactly my point, right? If you become too much like somebody, it's a little bit like trying to stick two sides of a magnet together, right? It doesn't really work, or it's certainly not comfortable. And honestly, the reason they fell for you in the first place was for who you are. So you can't completely lose yourself when you get into a relationship, because now you're not the person that they fell for. You can't lose you and expect your person to just love the new person that you became. And especially if it's apparent to them that you completely changed for them, that makes you their doormat. If now everything that they want and need, you're just bending to and cowering to and just completely altering your life to fit into, they're assuming now, and years ago, somebody said to me, he who has the power wins, or he who loves least has the power, really, I guess is what they had said. And I think there's a lot of truth in that. If you're just so crazy about this person that you're just jumping over hoops and doing everything you can to try to make them happy and just to make them like you, they usually don't, right? It's too much. I really think you cannot lose yourself. And what I mean by that is you can't be somebody different who you were in the beginning, because that's why your partner was attracted to you in the first place. So now if you have completely lost sight of who you were in the beginning, maybe that's why they're not attracted to you anymore, right? Maintain your power, maintain your self of identity. And, perhaps that's the problem in the first place. Who are you? Do you know who you are? Right? Because really having a strong self-image is what will prevent you from just discarding that when you meet somebody terrific. Because hopefully your person loves you for who you are. So you don't want to alter that. Now, I'm not suggesting that you're not cordial. I'm not suggesting that you're not flexible and you're not willing to do things that your partner likes to do, but hopefully your partner also wants to do things that you like to do. It's a nice give and take. It should not be all one-sided, that you're just doing and doing and doing and doing and doing, because that happens. And if you set it up that way, it's hard to come back from, right? Like they say, when you first start a relationship, don't behave in a way that you don't intend to continue to behave, because now the other person's going to be disappointed, right? So however you set the tone of who you are in the beginning, is who you should maintain. I mean, you get a deeper emotional intimacy, hopefully, and your feelings grow deeper and you do get closer to each other. I'm not suggesting that. I think it's wonderful when you really start to get really close to somebody, and then now you do enjoy doing things together. And hopefully you do want to do things that your partner wants to do, just as hopefully your partner wants to do things that you want to do. It should be a give and take and not all one-sided. It goes back to neediness. I mean, another version of neediness is when you completely lose yourself in a relationship, in that you abandon everything that was important to you to do what's important to your new person, which is neediness, really, which is never attractive. Now, I'm not talking about if your partner is asking you to do things. If they're requesting certain things from you, then I think it's awesome. If you're willing to do the things that your partner is asking you to do, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about things that your partner did not ask you to do. Not like little surprise gifts or like surprise things. I mean, like some surprises are nice, although not everybody likes surprises, right? Some people really hate surprises. So you have to be careful about that too. I'm just talking about this because unfortunately, I think all too often people get really enamored with somebody and then they completely abandon who they are and what's important to them to dive into their new person's world, which is usually not attractive to the new person. And it's usually the quickest way to actually lose somebody. If you don't want to lose your partner, don't lose yourself. Losing yourself into a relationship is the quickest way to lose the relationship. Don't be that person. Stay empowered, maintain your sense of self, invite your partner into your world a little bit too, right? Don't completely just dive into your partner's world. Invite your partner into your world. And it should be a nice balance of a give and take. And that's how you're most likely to keep a relationship. What I mostly mean is just in your day-to-day life and in how you communicate with each other and the things that you choose to do, just make sure you don't lose yourself. Losing yourself is the quickest way to really push someone away who probably really liked who you were when they first met you. So now if you're somebody completely different, don't be surprised that now they're not interested anymore, right? Unfortunately, I think that happens all too often. Look, most relationships only last 3 to 6 months, and there's a whole host of reasons of why that happens. But losing yourself in the relationship is absolutely one of them. So make sure you don't do that when you meet somebody that you really connect with. So leave me a comment and like my video if I was helpful to you. And I look forward to seeing you in my next episode. Thanks.